Good morning, my loves. Happy Friday. Tim Wild, Friday Ascension update. And I just sat here thinking, it's been a while since I occupied this seat underneath the tree and see what's been coming through. And as you can probably tell, if you listen for a few moments, it's raining quite hard in here in the UK. But it's not cold, it's not hot, it's just soggy. Anyway, I just thought I'd kind of tune in, see what's in the field, and also just check in, see how everybody is. Because we're on the other side of the lines, the other side of the solstice at the moment, and we're actually in the middle of something known as the Sirius Alignment. And the Sirius Alignment is almost a little quite a secretive prelude for the Lion's Gate, which obviously everybody knows is kind of very prominently on the horizon. And I always find this particular interlude, this little window of energy, incredibly potent. Like potent to the degree where I've now kind of conditioned myself to expect it, because when I haven't in the previous years, it's really caught me out. So what are we receiving from, what is a Sirius alignment? Seriously, for all kind of like the cosmic purposes, this is another opportunity for the reality that we live in to align with the higher frequencies, the expectations, the templates and the gold prints that we are taking responsibility to step into. And Paul Debris Carey and I covered this pretty extensively. I mean, if you didn't see or you weren't attending the event with Paul and I the other night, hop on, because it's all about the expectations that we are, I suppose, not placing on ourselves anymore. It's the frequency that we have agreed to live at and what is required of us as we step into that frequency. So as you all know, we're not in 3D anymore. We're somewhere in the middle of our journey from third to fifth. And at the moment, the space that we're living in is nothing short of it's a carnival, my loves. There's clowns to the left and jokers to the right, and here we are stuck in the middle. And just for the sake of example, we've got all of the kind of the political, the elections and all of the other stuff going on in the UK at the moment. And I was watching all of this occur yesterday. People stepping in, adding their vote, feeling very strongly about the decision that they'd made. People posting about it on social media. Lots of interaction with this field. Lots of souls feeling very called to be part of a change. But how does that change take place? And does it if we're actually interacting with a pre-existing system that's constructive of third dimensional vibration? What always occurs to me is, well, if we're still feeding that frequency, if we're still interacting with it, if we got a belief in some level that our interaction with it is going to take it up to the next level, then that's all well and good. But also there's the other side of it, where in order to completely deconstruct something, you have to unplug from it, and you have to allow alchemy to therefore take place at a higher level, as what is not receiving attention anymore just kind of deflates like a balloon. But that's politics, and I don't do politics. And I made that decision years ago that it just was not for me, not feeling it. So of course it affects us all on a daily basis. But where we go, where we are heading, when we're moving off into the fifth dimension, politics will not exist in the frequency that we currently see it. As I've spoken about before, there will be kind of what we would regard as maybe governing bodies that take decisions for the whole or the collective, but we will not see people in positions of power that have so much taking more or making decisions, good, bad, indifferent, other, it's irrelevant, for the whole, for the collective. That's something that is going to be fading out of existence. So it begs the question, do we interact with it and continue to keep that movement flowing, or we just go, do you know what, I think I'll step up and create something else when the time is right. So the workshop with Paul and Paul was diving into some very, very deep, very kind of extensive information, was about the expectations that we are that expectation. We've set a benchmark for ourselves to behave, to speak, to act, to vibrate at a frequency that is in alignment with something much higher than that which we were born into. We were all born into this beautiful, beautiful world, but in a third dimensional frequency, exploring the very, very bottom of the barrel. And that was the agreement. That was the task in hand. And oh, what a school it was. We were thoroughly convinced that we were powerless, that we were teeny tiny small, that, you know, we had various belief systems to kind of give relevance to our existence, coming in the forms of religions, idols, all of the other things that we were grasping at in order to give some kind of some kind of actuality to being here on planet Earth. And of course the picture, the spectrum, everything that we're in at the moment is just, it's blowing wide open. And again I see a return to one specific feature of where we are at the moment. I mean, there's so much going on in 2024, it's very difficult to pin down what is the overriding theme. You know, we could all get a little bit excited about what maybe the changes are going to occur in Lionsgate. Every year, something significant happens. It could be the previous years, we've had the activation of the higher heart, or we've had a removal of the sixth veil of amnesia, giving us complete free reign with our sight. And that's something which, you know, I've spoken about before, but many of us are maybe having a little bit of trouble navigating, because when you open the third eye up to the degree that ours are now open, it's overwhelming. So you may be listening to this at the moment feeling like you are being deluged with so much that you cannot make out the wood from the trees. You know, what's right, what's wrong, what should I be tuning into, what is for me, what's my purpose? All of these loud colours, all of these demanding voices, all of this energy that we're receiving, and here we are. I've navigated through the current period, and I've not been without my own personal challenges. You might have, I don't know if any of you caught it, but I've had a tooth missing, that particular one, for weeks now, and I think I've managed to get by being online without kind of making it too obvious. But yesterday I went through quite a lengthy procedure to get it all sorted again, so that's me very happy now that has been replaced. But that's a very physical thing. I mean, my good friend Cara Main was saying that teeth and roots represent the groundedness of the human. You know, how grounded do we feel in this reality? And, you know, how far have we put our roots down? How staunchly dedicated to this process are we at this moment in time? Because we've got all of these winds of change blowing through, and we can either kind of roll around in the breeze, or we can be rigid and stuck in our ways, and therefore the wind can kind of bend the trunk over till it breaks, or we can just flow, but in a rooted fashion, where you are completely dedicated to your existence here on this planet, but you are ready to move with whatever is being presented. And in order to achieve that energy, you have to be authentic. And this, I think, this is the purpose of what I want to talk about this morning, is authenticity, being our authentic self. And in order to be that, you have to take the mask off. Okay, you have to be truthful, not just with others. Okay, I think the authenticity is pointing inwards at the moment. We have to start being clinically honest with ourselves about what we want, what we are prepared to add our energy to, what it is that we are here to do. I mean, for example, does what you do make you happy? It's a simple question, but a lot of people literally go quiet when it's asked. Are you happy? I've had that question asked to me many times. Are you happy? Are you doing what you are here to do? And when you sit and you think about it, immediately your higher mind, your conscious mind, will show you all the things in your life that are out of alignment that you ignore on a daily basis. Where we are at the moment, where we are with this energy, we can no longer do that. There's no more ignoring what is out of alignment. There is no more kind of saying, well, do you know what, I've put up with that previously, I can live with it, you know what I mean? We have to act upon this now. If it's not authentic, if it's not serving you, if it is not for your higher good, if it is not making you shine brightly, it's going to need to fall away. And this is a lot of us at the moment are really feeling the pressure of being kind of almost forced a little bit into making these energy decisions. We feel that they're being kind of piled upon us by the universe, but then we have to look at the agreement that we've made to exist in this vibration, to be on this pathway, to make these commitments at the highest level possible. We've agreed to exist in the fifth dimension. Not to just exist in the fifth dimension, but to thrive in the fifth dimension. To build, to create, to love, to expand, to grow, to unite. And so everything that is not in alignment with that at this moment in time is going to fall away, because it is nothing but a mask. It is nothing but a almost like a cover-up for the real us that's waiting to come out. And so the words that we speak when we use our voice, when the heart connects to the throat and the throat then actualizes the frequencies that are being either downloaded from our higher mind, that we are holding within our bodies and fields, they are coming through now at a spectrum of light frequency that is very, very high. And that is why it is so blatantly obvious when people are not speaking from the heart, or they have a tone or a vibration kind of mixed in with their words that they're not quite meaning. So you can, we're human, we all know you can say one thing and mean another, or you can agree to something that does not serve you, and you can feel that feeling inside your solar plexus that I shouldn't be doing that. And that's boomeranging back the results or the effects of making these decisions or these agreements or speaking these words, the kind of like the counter response, the feedback that we get from the universe, that we feel in our bodies and our fields, what we're creating for ourselves in our reality, that's becoming instantaneous. So it just all bounces back into our fields, and we then have to wear the consequences of those decisions, those words. And so this is making for really interesting living. It's making our existence so intriguing. That's the word I was looking for. It's an intriguing time to be alive. You'll never be on this planet again at a time where you've got so much going on simultaneously. You've got the clown shows that are going on in the politics. You've got everything changing in the world around us but attempting to look the same. All of the frequencies within the structures that we see that we wish to change that's all happening from the inside. The people that we see, the talking heads on the TVs, those that aren't actually kind of being recreated by artificial intelligence, all of the souls on this planet are now being immersed in a frequency that is asking the same of them as it is of us. We're all being asked to move into that state of authenticity, of truth, of heart-centeredness. And of course this is going to make for paradoxes in the energies that we experience, because if you look at it from the perspective of the matrix that is attempting to defend itself and stay in power, it couldn't be more difficult now. And what we're also seeing, and I noted this with great interest, because they've had their source of energy, their kind of their magic fuel from the astral removed or cut off. What we're seeing now is open attempts to harvest energy, to bring attention to them, to gather that, to gather that fuel that used to be so abundant and so readily available. And that, my lovely souls, is why the world looks like it is just dancing to a different tune in every city, in every town, in every country, all around the world. And here we are, in the centre of it, beginning to understand on a cellular and a DNA and a soul level what it is to be authentic, to be sovereign, to be standing in our light, our truth, our power. And so many of us are opting to just step back and take a little bit of healing time, to go, do you know what, I'm just going to actually sit in silence for a bit and listen to what Mother Earth is saying to me, what the rain is, what the wind, the words of the wind, the rain, or my higher self, and just begin to listen very clearly to what we are supposed to be doing. Or not just what we're supposed to be doing, what we want to do. Because I believe the secret or the trick to navigating successfully, easily, smoothly and happily through the next part of this phase is to be in a state of joy or focused happiness in whatever we're doing. That's something that needs to be worked upon. We have to stop whatever we're doing maybe 100 times a day and check in with ourselves. Is this what I want to be doing? Is it making me happy? Is it serving me? And if it isn't at the time, and there's no option but to continue doing that, then bring that joy, that focus, that adoration, whatever we are doing, we are going to be requested to do it at the best of our ability. And once we started to shine that light within ourselves, once we are beginning to acknowledge what we need and step into a course of action to bring that into reality, the rest of the world around us will form to the picture that we are creating. When you have souls anchored in their mighty I Am presence that are taking responsibility for their actions, that are making distinctive changes, then the world will truly begin to shift to match that picture. It's percentages, it's weight in numbers, and it's also how alchemy and energy works at the highest level. To take stock as we're moving through this Sirius alignment, ask yourselves, are you happy? Are you doing what you want to be doing? Are you taking time for yourself? Are you being authentic in your thought, your words, your deeds, your speech, and your interactions with others? Because now is the time to start cleaning things up, so that is what we are doing, and that is the ultimate service of love that we can offer ourselves. And when we do that, the world around us will respond accordingly. Now, I am going to be joining the wonderful Alice Heath on the 11th of July to create a light integration and healing cocoon Zoom online workshop. And that's something that I'm looking forward to, because we all need it at the moment. Okay, my lovelies. So you can find details to sign up for this underneath. And then on the 14th, I'm going to be doing my Sunday night Ascension Club, diving into the halls of Amantai. And I just want to kind of say, Sunday night Ascension Club isn't it's not closed doors. Anybody can join at any time. You can you don't have to catch up with the others. Each of the events are standalone. Just happened to be what I called it. And also, you might have seen the post going out on Facebook, the Oracle card deck, the energy card deck, the beautiful cards that Miriam Beck and Vivian of Lorient and I created together, the Inner Light Forge. They are available again. Those of you that are waiting, your cards are now in the post. They're on the way to you, and we have stock. So dive in and take a look. Love you all, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.